Welcome you once again to the continuation of this training. In our previous section, we look at database software, type of database software, and their various examples. We look at relational database and non-relational database and their examples. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ereda TV. I'll send you this course outline in the description or on the WhatsApp page, whereby you can click and then you have easy access to this training and all the files that I'll be using in this training. Now, today we want to look at Microsoft Access software. We look at introduction to Microsoft Access. That's what we want to look at today.
Please subscribe to this channel, like, comment. You can even share so that others can also benefit from this course.
Now, let's dive into detail. So there are so many ways to locate Microsoft Access on your PC. When you install the software, you can create a shortcut on your desktop. But if there's no shortcut on your desktop, what do? You go to the start button, click on the start button, and then you go to all application, and Microsoft Access will be here, and you double click on it to open. Or you come to the search bar and then you search for it. So you just write Access. So immediately you type it, you see it here. You can use the open. Now after you open it on your computer, you can pin it. How do you pin it? You right click. After you open it, it will appear on the taskbar. You right click and then you select pin. I've already pinned it so that anytime you want to access it, you can easily access it. So we have the home, the new, the open, the account, the feedback, and the option. And these are the recent access file that I have to help you us out to understand the basics. Either you click on new over here, you click on blank or database. So you click on blank database. And then you'll be prompted to write the name. Okay. So I'll just clean it and then I'll write some name, mine. Now, when you are naming the title of the file, you don't space out. Okay. You don't space out. So I can say my first access. Either you do it like this or you use the underscore, then shift and then the dash on your computer, then you can another dash. Very important. Okay, either you do it the first one or the second one, but don't space it out. Very important. Then after that, you click on create. So this is telling us the what? The path name of the access file that you have created is located in drive C, user document and code. This is not important, not necessary to us. As we are all aware of how to use the Microsoft Office application, especially Microsoft Word and Excel, we have the tabs. We have the tabs. This is the file menu. The file menu enables us to access the home, the new, the open, the inform, the save, the save as, the print, and the close. We have the account, feedback, auction. Okay. You also have pin. You can pin when you have a lot of.
Please subscribe to this channel, like, comment. You can even share so that others can also benefit from this course.
Access file, and you have been making use of it. You have been making use of it. You can pin it. So when you hover over it, you just select the pin, and then it will pin it over here for you. Okay, so that you can easily access it. Now we have the home, and each home comes with its ribbons. We have the home. Under the home, we have the undo, the view, the clipboard, the sort and filter, the record, the find, then the text formatting. We also have the create, where you have the application part. You have the right, top, and the rest. Users, contacts, task, media, message box. We also have the table. We look at table. We have table design, SharePoint list. We have the query design. The form, this form under the tables. These are the objects in Access. We will look at what is a table. We look at query. We have form. We look at reports. All these things. Also look at micro and what course. We also have external data. You have new source, save import, link table manager, save export, Excel, text file, PDF. If you want to take data from other Office application, you can take it. You have the data tools. You have the compact and repair database, Visual Basics. This is the programming language for Microsoft Office application. You have the run micro, relationship, object dependency, the database documenter, analyze performance, analyze table, access database, SharePoint, and add ins. We also have the help. We have the table fields. You have the table fields, okay, which are some of the examples of the data type. You have the short type. You have the view. The view is in. You have the datasheet view, the design view. We'll be looking at all of these. You have the short text, number, currency, date and time. We have the yes and no. We have more fields. These are the data types that can be held. The various fields can hold. Okay. You also have the table property, before, delete, after insert, after update, and the rest. These are, you see, by default, as Microsoft Access creates a table for you. Okay, it creates a table for you. So these are where the object will be. Okay, these are what the object will be: the table, the form, the query, and the report. Okay, we'll be looking at this very soon, and these are the workspace. So we now have an idea about the interface of Microsoft Access. Let's move back to our course outline. So we look at the introduction to Microsoft Access. Now I want to look at how Microsoft Access can be used. How can it be used? How can it be used? So how Microsoft Access can be used? Microsoft Access can what? Store information in tables that can be changed or changed to fit the user needs. So as I was saying, this is a table. So this is a primary key. This is a primary key. You can add a lot of fields. So when you go home, you click here and you will be prompted to name the table. So let's name it. If you want to name a table, use this table is for TBL. That's for table underscore. Then what is the name of the table? Let's say student. Just click on OK. It will change its name. Okay. So by default, this becomes the primary key. We'll look at what primary key is. I can add a lot of fields. You have the field's name, the data type, and then the description. So I can add another field. Let's say student name. Student name. And what type of data is that? So if you click here, you have the data types. You have the short text, long text, number, large number, date or time extended, currency, auto number, yes or no, OLE objects. You also have the attachment. Here you can add pictures. This option, you can add pictures, audio, and video. You have the hyperlink. You have the attachment. If you want to perform a calculation, you also have the lookup wizard. Under here, if you come here, we have a lot of fields. The field size. How many characters do you want to contain in the name? The format, you can click here. The drop down, you can format it. Okay. You have the input mask. The input mask. So they will prompt you to save it. So yeah. So if you say the input is a password, a long time, a short date, a short time, medium time, and the code. Okay. So the inputs. Just click on cancel. We have a lot of things which we'll be looking at here. Okay, so let's move back to so the Microsoft Access store information data that can be changed. Yeah. So as I was saying, it's what this, you can store information here. So let's assume you are done. We'll just click on the view. You ask it to save first. So here the ID becomes the primary key. You say it should give us a auto number, so it will generate number for me as automatically. So let's say the first student is Moses. So immediately enter, it has given us the number. You see, it's giving us the number Kofi. Okay, so it's used to store what you mean by our first point is that Microsoft Access enable us to store information that can be changed to fit user need. So we can change here, we can save this work and can later and change it. Okay, let's move on. Take care of bills and money. You can use Microsoft Access to take care of a bill. You can design a system which can take care of bills and money. Okay, can track your expenditure, can track a whole lot of things about your bill, how you spend your money. You can use that. Then 3, compare data or look for connection between different set of data. So Microsoft Access, you can compare data, you can establish a relationship. You can compare data and look for connection between different set of data. Yeah. A different set of data can contain different information. So you can establish a relationship or connection between this set of data. Or I will be exploring those points when we start with our school management system and then school-based assessment system. Then 4, make website with what database. Microsoft Access can enable you to make websites with database, by which we are not much interested. It's at the advanced level. We can talk about this. Then 5, create programs that can be used by small businesses, departments within a large company or individual. Microsoft Access can enable you to create a program. So that's where we are going to create some 2-hour program, that is a school management system and a school-based assessment system. Okay, let's look at what Microsoft Access can do for you. What can Microsoft Access can? That's the usefulness of Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access has many benefits, such as the fact that user can have a fully functional relational database management system up and running in minutes. So as I was saying that Microsoft Access is a relational database. So let's look at the first usefulness of it. It's easily to bring in data from different places. So as I was explaining to you if you look at our external data, we can import data from different sets. Either it is in Excel, text file, PDF or SPS, email. It could also be in Access. It could also be word merge and a whole lot. Okay, it can be SharePoint. There are a lot of things. So as I was saying, so Microsoft Access is easy to bring in data from different places. It's easy to change to fit your need or those of your business. So you have the information, you can change it to suit your need. Okay, the website Microsoft Access work well with many programming language that run on Windows. So the website. So Microsoft Access, the online version, it works perfectly with a lot of many programming language. Any programming language that runs on Windows, Microsoft Access work perfectly with them. Okay, so Microsoft Access is a powerful application that we need to learn. When we start having perfect understanding of Microsoft Access, you will appreciate the fact that Microsoft Access is a very powerful application. It is a strong and versatile tool that can handle any problematic office or industrial database tasks. So it's a very powerful application that can handle any problem you have in your office, provided you have an idea on how to create a program to fit your needs. A lot of companies have a lot of people who work in big companies have knowledge about how to use Microsoft Access. Apart from Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, you have to know how to use Microsoft Access. Very important. Now, users of Microsoft Access can link to data in its current location and use it to view, query, update, and report on the data. It is simple to install and comprehend. Microsoft Access is very easy to use. Even a child who is born today can use Microsoft Access because of its friendly graphical user interface. Yeah. So you can view your data, you can query. Query is about asking a question. Yeah. You can query the data. Okay. Just so you have a data about teachers. Let's say the teacher's name, their date of birth, their age, their ranks. You can query. You want to find female teachers who are of the age of 20 to 25 years. You can query the data. Okay. You need to look for that particular information for you. You can also report. Report is a printout of what you want. Okay. The user can make table, form, query, report, and connection using what? Macros. We'll look at that. You can make tables. We have looked at tables already. We can create a form. So look at this system that we have created. You can create a form for it. So you just go to form design. You go to add existing field, show tables. So we have already created a form. So let's go to form view. You see, you can create form. So we pointed to so you can form. So FRM or student. Yeah, this is a form. We can create a buttons over here. We can add color. We can do a whole lot of manipulations over there. So don't worry, we'll look at it. So this is a form. See, and that table is being created. You can create a query over here. In Microsoft Access, macros are simple pieces of code that help users add features to their database. Yes, you can create a macro. A macro is just a piece of code that enable you to add more functionality to your code. So for you to add my macro, you have to understand the Visual Basic application. We'll be looking at it. Okay. It is easy to use because it has a graphical user interface. So as I was saying, Microsoft Access is very easy to use because its interface is very simple. Then the last one, Microsoft Access Online can do heterogeneous joins between different data store on various platforms. As I was saying, you can do a lot of you can establish connection between different type of data on various platforms. And I was saying, if you look at what I was saying over here, that it's Microsoft Access website works well with many programming language that run on Windows. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, and share this video. Thank you very much. See you in our next section. Now, in our next section, we have looked at Microsoft Access interface. We'll look at these tables, forms, query, reports. We'll look at some of the terminologies. Okay. We'll look at them. Thank you very much. See you in class.
Please subscribe to this channel, like, comment. You can even share so that others can also benefit from this course.